Well, a big thank you to Theon McLaughlin just speaking there with Simon Merlier. We turn our attention back to our penultimate junior X30 heats of the day. Heat 5, Groups A versus D, here's your starting grid. Ty Buckley and Stig de Rademaker will be on the front row of the grid. Jules Mulder and Didier Klieft, row 2. Alexandre Mercier and Max Sulin round out row 3, with Wouter Bergano and Evert Dorrestein on row 4. Niels Lelore will be joined by Felipe Reyes on row 5, completing the top 10. Mathieu Melis and Archie Owen, row 6. Row 7, Barry Berg and Gil Hunting. Row 8 will then be Xiao Chen Ji and Timothy Lausin. Row 9, Gilles Herman and Scott Riley. Jan Malders and Maurice Vercroix round out the top 20. Yanis van den Bosch and Edouard Goffroy round out row 11. Row 12, Lucas Metz and Denis Kozlowski, with Mohamed El Bouzaki, Vigo Moons, Maxime Linders, Yves Ries. Then we got Nathan Best, Quintin Van Leeuwen and Evan Purcell rounding out the top of the 31 strong grid. So, at the moment, as things stand, we have had 3 confirmed race winners so far. But on the road, Didier Klieft, Louis Bazire, Tig Buckley and Stig de Rademaker. Tig Buckley and Stig de Rademaker, funny enough, are on the front row of the grid. So the drivers make their way into the tram lines. Here we go, Heat 5, X30 Junior is now underway. Let's get racing towards turns 1 and 2, shall we? As Juice Mulder dives in behind Ty Buckley as they make their way through into turns 1 and 2 for the opening tour. Several drivers are using the runoff area, which they are able to do on the opening lap. But straight away, Ty Buckley and Juice Mulder starting to pull an early gap, a little bit of a scrabble at the back part of the top 15, heading through in towards turn 6, and Mulder keeping Buckley from Mick Barrett Racing under close scrutiny at the moment. So Mick Barrett Racing that powered Ben Barnicoat the majority of his 9 Kart Masters GP plate titles at PF International. Now running the young Irishman, who is a real tour de force and has really showcased his prowess as a junior X30 driver here in IAME Series Benelux. But the gap between him and Juice Mulder was just 61 thousandths after the opening lap. And yes, Juice Mulder might be a rookie, but he's a very quick one.
Ouais, on est parti dans cette nouvelle manche qualificative dans la catégorie X30 Junior. On a un pilote qui est sorti très large là, à la sortie du virage numéro 3, mais sans conséquence visiblement. On vous le disait, 2 pilotes se sont échappés en tête du classement avec Tad Buckley et Just Mulder, l'Irlandais qui emmène le Néerlandais dans son échappement. Le meilleur tour en course pour Just Mulder pour l'instant. 3e place pour Wouter Berganu, 4e position pour Niels Lelore, c'est pas mal, mais attention parce que Just Mulder est vraiment très pressant là sur le leader de la manche qualificative, la 5e de la journée dans cette catégorie des 12-15 ans, et peut-être une attaque. Voilà, on la sentait venir. Just Mulder qui passe à l'intérieur du premier virage, le Néerlandais qui mène désormais la danse devant Tad Buckley, qui sera peut-être en mesure de répliquer d'ici quelques instants. Mais dans l'immédiat, c'est bel et bien Just Mulder qui est le pilote en forme du moment, tout comme Wouter Berganu, auteur du meilleur tour en course en 56,971.
Well, Scott Riley's made his way up into the top 10, having got past Xiao Chen Ji in the 159, I think, for premium karting. That team rings a bell as well from Kart Masters as well back in the day. However, Juice Mulder getting on with the business of hand, which is trying to pull away from Tig Buckley. A little bit further back, we have this great little battle being led by the 192 of Finland's Max Sulin, who's got the likes of Marie Barry Berg. Scott Riley now up into P10. Felipe Reyes finding his way in 13th at the moment, as these four drivers definitely hustling each other through into turns 3, 4, now into 5, into the right at 6. All four of them trying to stay on the racing line. They were nearly in synchronicity right there, hitting the apex at the right point. But Scott Riley trying to go towards the outside of Max Sulin. That's not going to quite work there, as he's got past Norway's Marie Barryberg in the 179. Now with them, looks like we've got, we've got Felipe Reyes, young in stature but big in heart. That's a compliment I always put towards that young man from the Netherlands, who's now running the rest of the Yami Series Benelux season. Scott Riley, very, very eager to pass Max Sulin for position, and that is for 8th on the road. But a bit of a hip check. Matteo Melis up the inside of Stig de Rademaker, and look who went round the outside of Stig de Rademaker at turn 3. Eva Donnerstein, take a bow.
Ouais, quel dépassement là, avec dans un premier temps Matteo Melis qui est passé devant Stig de Rademaker et Eva Donnerstein. On a aussi profité dans le virage suivant pour passer à la 6e position. Matteo Melis qui se retrouve désormais 5e. Stig de Rademaker redescend au 7e rang. Et vous le voyez, la bagarre dans le peloton est vraiment très très intense, avec notamment Max Sulin, Scott Riley qui sont là en 8e et 9e position. Ça va encore très certainement évoluer dans les prochaines minutes, dans les prochains tours. En attendant, on a toujours un leader qui s'appelle juste Mulder, qui creuse petit à petit l'écart, même s'il n'est pas impressionnant. 4/10 seulement d'avance sur Todd Buckley. Mais par rapport à Wouter Berganu, l'écart est déjà pas mal avancé. 1 seconde 1 d'écart avec le leader. Et vous le voyez derrière, ça se bagarre encore avec des pilotes qui sont plus loin dans la hiérarchie, avec notamment Evan Purcell qui est au 24e rang.
Gilles Herman is in the middle of all of that.
Ouais, Gilles Herman.
That was a great move by the youngster from Belgium. And now looking for the move on Xiao Zhen Ji from Premium Karting. Entangles with the right front bumper. And Ji definitely lost a couple of positions there to the likes of Alexandre Mercier, Alex Owen. Now the fireworks really have been lit up in this part of the field. This is around about the bottom part of the top 15. And Xiao Zhenqi finds himself down in 15th, ahead of Didier Klieft, who's had an absolute shocker in this race. Down 12 positions, having started 4th, and now running 16th, ahead of Gil Hunting, Jan Mulders, Yanis van den Bosch, and Edouard Godefroy. And it is still very much all for themselves. No one's giving quarter. G nearly clashing sidewheels with Gil sidewalls with Gil Hunting coming down the back straight into the Europalan. This is very much the case of, will there be a new winner? With 3 minutes and 40 to go, it looks like the favour is swinging the way of Victory Lane's the young Dutchman, the 127 of Juice Mulder, but Tig Buckley is only 3/10 behind as we head on to lap number 8.
3 minutes encore à parcourir, plus un tour additionnel, comme d'habitude, dans ces manches qualificatives. Juste Mulder qui est toujours bel et bien en tête, mais il doit se méfier d'un certain Todd Buckley, parce que le pilote irlandais, il sait qu'il a un coup à jouer ici. Il est 2e du championnat, et il sait très bien que Quinton Van Leeuwen, le leader de la compétition, est plus loin dans la hiérarchie. Il démarre chaque fois depuis le fond de grille, et là Quinton Van Leeuwen, il est seulement 19e. Todd Buckley qui a donc un bon coup à jouer ici, et il va tenter évidemment de le faire. Voilà, on en profitait pour faire quelques communications au paddock, mais retour au live évidemment avec à l'image Matteo Melis et Eva Dorestein. C'est la bagarre pour la 5e position dans cette manche qualificative. Devant, on retrouve Nils Lelor à la 4e place et à la 3e position Wouter Berganu. Attention Nils Lelor parce qu'il pourrait voir revenir ces deux pilotes, Matteo Melis et Eva Dorestein, s'ils parviennent à s'entendre, s'ils parviennent à ne pas perdre trop de temps dans la bagarre. Objectif, aller chercher, pourquoi pas, la 4e position.
Yeah, there is an opportunity, like you said there, Simon, that either one of these two drivers, 5th and 6th respectively, could go for a possible move on Niels Lelore, but the number 195 from Belgium is about 6 or 7 tenths up the road. So there is an opportunity with a minute and a half still to go in this race. Heat 5, we've got Heat 6 coming up next, and that will conclude the Junior X30 action for today. But Eva Dorestein getting closer and closer to Matteo Menis from TB Kart in the battle for P5. They come through into turn number 5, now into turn 6. Dorestein keeping to the racing line behind the Italian and is hoping for an opportunity to present itself, or she's going to make it happen.
Oui, et on a vu un kart à l'arrêt là avec un accrochage qui a impliqué au moins 2 pilotes. En attendant, on est toujours sur cette bagarre avec Matteo Melis qui garde pour l'instant l'avantage sur Eva Dorestein. Belle remontée de la part de Matteo Melis, 6 places de gagné, c'est pas mal.
Noisy exhaust.
Ouais,
I've just heard a noisy exhaust just then. Not too sure who that is, but someone might get a mechanical black flag on that one.
Ouais, encore quelques secondes au chronomètre. On va rentrer dans les 2 derniers tours, donc avec toujours en tête juste Mulder qui parvient à conserver cet écart de 2-3 dixièmes d'avance sur Tad Buckley. Alors si le pilote irlandais est malin, il va conserver cette place qui reste un bon résultat dans l'optique du classement intermédiaire, mais aussi du championnat. On vous l'a dit juste avant les communications au paddock, Tad Buckley 2e du classement du championnat avec 7 points de retard sur Quinten Van Leeuwen, mais Quinten Van Leeuwen contraint de s'élancer lors de ces manches qualificatives depuis le fond de grille, et c'est compliqué pour le pilote néerlandais pour remonter. Il est seulement 17e dans cette manche qualificative.
Right, we're on the final lap, and there are our 2 race leaders. From Victory Lane, Juice Mulder. From Mick Barrett Racing, Ty Buckley, through into turn 4, now into 5 for the final time. They were 2 3/4 tenths of a second apart. But Juice Mulder at the moment has done enough. Buckley looks over the right shoulder. Uta Bergano is about 1.5 seconds away from these two, but how quickly can Buckley start to mount the pressure? He will have seen the last lap board. Mulder would have gone, okay, right, I need to be literally millimetre perfect in everything I do on this last lap. I don't want to lose this opportunity of a race victory. One more corner remains. Juice Mulder looks over the right shoulder as Ty Buckley swings to the outside through into turn number 12. He's going to carry the speed through. Is it going to be enough? No! Mulder picks up the win. Another new race winner here in Junior X30. Juice Mulder, the rookie, wins ahead of Ty Buckley by 1/10 of a second. Wouter Bergano, Niels Lelore rounds out the top 4 ahead of Matteo Melis and Eva Dorestein. Stig de Rademaker finishes on the road in 7th after that one, ahead of Max Sulin, Scott Riley and Didier Klieft. Ollie Perez, Gilles Herman, Marie Barry Berg, Alexandre Mercier, Archie Owen, Xiao Chen Ji, Quinten Van Leeuwen making up 13 places to finish 17th on the road, ahead of Evan Purcell, who also picked up 13 spots in that race, ahead of Jan Mulders, Edouard Gauffoy, Yanis van den Bosch, Dennis Kozlowski, Gil Huntink, Mohamed El Bouzaki, Maurice Verkrois, Yves Rie, Vigo Moons and Lucas Smets running out the 28 finishers, with Timothy Laoussine, Nathan Best and Maxime Leenders out on lap number 9.